I am so sorry to be the one to have to tell you this, but you kind of suck at reading from a prompter. But don't worry, I'm here to help. Ideally, you don't want your eyes moving around while reading the text because it does become quite clear pretty quickly that you're reading from a script. One feature that I think makes the Elgato prompter so OP is the crosshair. I use this overlay, and when I'm reading my scripts, I keep my eyes locked onto that crosshair and I read the rolling text in my peripheral vision. That way, you guys as the audience don't see my eyes darting around the script. I'm literally doing it right now. The further away you are from a prompter, the more forgiving eye movements can be. But if you're sitting up close, like in a gaming setup, for example, you really can't move your eyes too much without it being super obvious. But also, please don't confuse that with not ever looking away from the lens. It's far more natural to sometimes glance away from the lens for dramatic effect or emphasis. Another way you can combat your eyes scrolling around is fiddling with the margins on the text. I have mine set up with only a couple of words per line and pretty large, so I can easily keep my eyes focused on that center point but still read the text around it. If you're using an automated scroll, put about 5 to 10 seconds of dead air in between your paragraphs so you can take a second, take a deep breath, and then continue your script. I've noticed some people who are clearly reading from a prompter also seem a little rushed or a little out of breath, so don't be afraid to dial it back, bring back the pace, and collect yourself. Some people can also tend to get a little bit robotic when they're reading from a script, which, don't worry, that is totally normal. I personally think it's okay to sound a little more news anchory because you are presenting after all. But if you want to sound a little bit more natural, I do find that remembering to smile can help your natural tone come through a little more. So before you launch into your next sentence, start with a smile, but please, only if it makes sense for the content you're delivering. If you're doing some serious, tragic news story, do not start it with a smile. It's all about figuring out what works for you, and ultimately reading from a prompter is a skill that can take some time to develop. So if you're a bit shit at it right now, don't stress.